Ooh, okay. Welcome back to a new video in the Festival Watch series where I am just telling you guys about, movies that are coming out, not really a huge profile, but in terms of, potential awards stuff or just smaller movies in general that I think should get a platform. I know that this is a small YouTube channel, but it gives me a chance to talk about these smaller movies that I normally wouldn't on like the typical trailer reaction channels that you would see. Like this typically would not get a trailer reaction. Like plain and simple. This would not get it. But I figured might as well watch a trailer, give my thoughts on it, put it out there. And this is Blue Moon, the first of two new movies from Richard Linklater that are coming out this year. This is the first one. The second one is, oh god, it's in French. Nouvelle Vogue, which is like the about the making of Breathless. Which there's no trailer for that yet. I'm gonna talk about that when that comes out. But Blue Moon actually premiered back in February at the Berlin Film Festival. I'm pretty sure it won an award. I'm pretty sure a supporting performance did. Andrew Scott actually won for that. I was gonna get to the cast later, but I was gonna forget if I didn't say it then. But for the most part, this is about the opening night of Oklahoma and Loren's Hart sneaking out of the opening night and going to a bar. I think for the most part, I think that's it. Maybe I got some details wrong. Ethan Hawke is playing Hart in this, which pretty sure this is the first time that he and Linklater have worked together since Boyhood. Yeah, Boyhood sounds right. Maybe there's something in between Boyhood and now that I'm not remembering. But I think that's pretty exciting. The rest of the cast is pretty good too. Andrew Scott plays Richard Rogers in this. That's what he won the award for. But I think Margaret Qualley is in this as well, which I'm gonna look that up again real quick, just to be sure, because Margaret Qualley's in this, and Bobby Cannavale's in this, and I like him a lot too. So we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna watch this trailer. Sony Pictures Classic has it, and funny enough, the release date for this, October 24th, the week after is actually when Nouvelle Vague releases in theaters because it's on Netflix, which they just announced this a few minutes ago as I was like, preparing to do this. It's coming out then, and then in the middle of November, it's going on Netflix. So that's actually getting a theatrical release. So, and I will talk about that more when a trailer comes out for that. But either way, let's watch trailer for Blue Moon. I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm gonna loop this. Oh yeah, opening up in Oklahoma.
Need a drink.
Big smile.
We write together for a quarter of a century, and the first show he writes with someone else is gonna be the biggest hit he ever had. Am I bitter?
Larry.
Yes.
For over 20 years, Hart and his partner Richard
This looked
Rogers
great.
created a string of hits,
I want 10 copies of that.
Write me a check.
such as My Funny Valentine, The Lady is a Tramp, and Blue Moon.
Your work is brilliant. That's not the problem.
No, I'm not drinking with you, Larry. They should put my picture
We look
on that
short.
bottle. The whiskey that made Loren's Hart unemployable. I think we should be dreaming about new Rogers and Hart, something people haven't seen before, something big.
We have to work like professionals, Larry. It's a business. That's all.
Elizabeth, I adore this girl.
You're going to introduce me to Richard Rogers, right?
She's a girl. See, I always thought that your interests went more towards.
My interests. So
Oh,
now you were going to analyze me? Thank you, Dr. Bacardi.
What do you think she sees in him? I think she recognizes she's being adored by one of the great appreciators of beauty.
There's no way around that one, is there? When the girl loves the guy with all of her heart and he just doesn't
yeah,
return her
Ethan
feeling.
Hawke's hair.
Do you have
is
any idea
crazy
what that
in
feels
this.
like?
Nobody ever loved me that much.
Yeah, okay. Andrew Scott did
He's
win.
striking. Are you and she?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm in love with her. But everybody's in love with her.
That looks fun.
You saw me standing alone
Wise guy.
without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Nice. Yeah, okay. that is about what I expected. That is such an interesting way to frame this. It looks like the whole movie is taking place either at the show of Oklahoma or in that bar. I feel like that could be something that's going to be... Oh, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to watch it either way because it's Richard Linklater. And I also think, him pairing back up with Ethan Hawke is going to be a big deal. But also just, I feel like there's going to be eyes on this movie in general. I mean, it's Sony Picture Classics. They like to roll out stuff. I'm pretty sure they had I'm Still Here, which was, with the big Oscar movie last year that really surprised people because it got nominated for Best Picture. I'm pretty sure they had it. I didn't even get to see that until at least the end of January or February here. So I hope that when they say nationwide on October 24th in the description right there, I really hope that means like nationwide or preferably where I'm living. So I hope it goes like that. But this just looks good. Man, I am very... I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Also, I didn't see that Next Best Picture was in there. I like their stuff. But, oh man, I mean, honestly, I think part of it is just I want to see Margaret Qualley in more stuff. Because I just like her a lot. I really think she should have been nominated for The Substance earlier this year for the Oscar. And I think she was close. I think she was really close to that happening. I think if Monica Barbara wasn't nominated, I think she would have been nominated. But that is just going to be... I feel like this is just going to be a classic good movie. Sometimes that's all you need for this kind of stuff, really. And and the point of this series is to not water down things into Oscar predictions, but I kind of hope that this gets in. Mainly because if it does get in, it would have a chance for it to actually release in other places. So, I'd be fine with that. But also, just, I hope it's a good movie. And if it happens to get nominated for Oscars, I'll be talking about it a lot more. Once that season starts to ramp up a little bit more, I am going to be locking in for that and getting in... getting in a couple of videos. I'm not going to do a bunch of videos for, I'll probably react to the Oscar nominations and, the actual ceremony, and I'll do a prediction video in between then of the actual nominees. I am not to the point where I'm doing predictions for what's going to get nominated, not only at the Oscars, but for every other, every other awards bodies, like the Golden Globes and the SAG Awards and all that. That's not really my thing. Maybe I'll react to the Golden Globe nominations because, that's like a big one. That's a big stepping stone. But I feel like that's going to be much further down the line if I keep doing this. And I really hope that I keep doing this. So, yeah, Blue Moon. Richard Linklater, I think this is going to be a good one. I hope it's a good one because that looked really good. And that is going to be the end of the video.